does actually help out that Omen decision over the Astra, but is what it is. Folks, map number 3 between
I'm sorry,
Sentinels and
did you just
Sonic
say the new
starting off
changes
right now,
helped
and it's
Omen
mostly
more than
players from
Astra?
Sonic heading up over
That
towards
is just
C1.
wrong.
Yeah, there's a light cam from Dapper, and with no duelists on the
Omen
Sonic
fucking
side, you really need
blows.
to rely on those flash.
You either
flashes,
use
those guiding
Brimstone
lights to really work your way in,
or
and
you use
have those
Astra.
smokes to really obscure positions and use those mollies to clear out angles. And Dapper,
I think Brimstone is the. I think Brimstone's the character now for smokes.
Okay, nobody's working their way up long. Be ready for an A play. Is an alarm bot?
I think
still
Omen
early?
fucking blows.
Even be ready for this B play, and they are prepared. One person already watching, that's going to be Shazam, and Sick and Zom's all ready for a quick rotation. There's that instant reaction, and there's
I hate this gun.
Dash and smoke, and it's a
Ah, if
free
only he
dash,
left.
But he wants to maybe overcommit, maybe a little bit too much in that situation.
Yeah, potentially so. There were a couple of players there ready for that trade. And in the end, yeah, it is overstretching boundaries a little bit. Look at Shazam, though. Bring up that entry with those shock darts.
Frenzy, big mistake. This gun blows. This gun blows. I'm sorry. The Frenzy's just bad. It's just a bad gun.
Just makes Sonic's job a whole lot easier. No, Six's job a whole lot easier. He ends up getting 3 for his favor, and now it's just down to Ian in a 1v2. Still has the Ghost, and still has Sick, who is healing up in the corner to deal with. Sick plays the round, plays his position to a T, and just blasts away at 4 players.
There you go, Sentinels. It's a very, very strong play from Dapper. It's all really started because Dapper says, okay, let me sit in this smoke. No one see long. Be prepared for a rotate back to either B or A. And they were prepared. Sick, so quick on his feet to make that rotation. And so huge to find 4 kills there. Healing up with the hot hands to give him that slight.
Those guys were so low.
And there it is, Sentinels. This is one of their best maps. And already they are starting it off strong.
Toxins going up.
And this is the Sentinels that we were missing from most of these pistol rounds. That one was fun.
Ooh.
Dapper.
Nice shot.
Going to be able to get a kill. Still that classic back in the hands of Ian. And he's actually able to win out a battle against Tens. So
He has 30 bullets left.
Long, but that's Tens really making up a lot of very close space in a long is.
Oh my
God.
God. He has no bullets. I got 3 though, so worth.
I don't really think that Sentinel should be going as aggressive as they were trying to do over in A-Long. But I guess that's a little bit of a rant. Still Plix now in a 1v4. Still has a classic up towards that back end. Still has some decent.
I don't think they really commit anything here. I think Sonics didn't buy anything. I think they just had classics.
Flash their way right into sight. Shazam pulling on a recon bolt from behind. A little bit awkward. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think they bought anything that round. Sonics did.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, so the main reason for Sentinels making that push into A is because, well, Dapper's playing a very passive angle on C, and the last thing you want is to have 5 players with a classic running in on your weakened site. So by closing that gap and getting that early information, if, say, Shazam, or apologies, if Tens were to go down, Shazam is far enough where he can back up, play the shock darts into sewers, play the shock dart out to long.
Tens is the most overrated player right now? What?
Because you don't have the fear of
I disagree.
running up with classics or pistols. It's a full
I think a lot of
5.
people
Tens
look
early on
at
is
a
gonna be
player
safe
and they
with
just
aggressive
think
peek
about
towards
the
long.
player
He's
from
gonna
a
operate, and we know
professional
Tens
competitive
is gambling
environment.
on it.
But Tens
Yeah,
has
there you
so
go.
much
He's able to
value,
get 1 free,
it's
1, utilize that
insane.
dash right after 2. He's still looking
He's
for
not just a
second, still
professional
has that
player.
thing against the wall, and he actually did get a hit onto Bob right through. Some more damage being done, and Shazam around the corner helping out Tens from that long range, helping out from that close range. Shazam getting a big one off that Spectre, upgrading to a
The amount of value that he has
the ropes over in long.
to an
There's
org,
that aggressive peek again. It
Whew.
works out so well.
Man.
Sentinels taking the fight very early on at a round like this. When you have the lesser guns, try to close the gap, create your own advantage, and Shazam is already going to find 3 kills, and not going to be able to get the 4th, unfortunately. Bob, she's in a pretty awkward
Hopefully he
position.
gets
Not really
fairly
many places
compensated.
She could run to, but she could get a couple of kills. Never mind. Tens is already holding with the op.
I worry that
Sending
someone like
Sonic back
Tens,
to another eco round where Sentinels now have their 3rd, and they've got all the
because
guns they've got
he's
their
younger,
ass.
right, would just sign something. I made that mistake once.
Yeah, now they're chilling.
Never
right?
again.
They have at least some of the cheekier interactions throughout the round, including this one. I did like that from Shazam, just trying to clear up space early on. I do like, though, that now Tens has that op in his hand. We're probably going to see Tens get a little bit more fluid with his early positionings, don't you think?
Yeah, I would expect Tens to, again, be like this solo play like we're seeing here early on A site, right? With that wall going up early to allow the cross, Tens is going to try and beat it out. 2 share shots account for 2 players down towards mid, and with Tens getting that information, nobody back towards A lobby, and that Alodrone as well, netting so much information. that recon dart from the Hours Run tag 2 things at once?
Is that a thing?
I did not know that was a thing.
I didn't think Owl Drone could collat. I think you might be insane.
It can collat.
It's just
The Owl Drone can collat. That is true.
Yeah, no, we'll see a replay of that later, most likely. But here we go. Tens with a big opportunity for potentially a collat, but he's only able to get one right onto Bob, but gets a whole lot of information, spotting out at least 3 different heads. Sonics now, mostly over towards short. There's a couple players in long as they split off in 2 and 2. Crunchy and Ian trying to get as close as possible. Do like that hot hands in terms of just a time-wasting angle, but Tens has to be here ready for
So
that
blind. Oh
Ian
my
ends up
god.
going down.
Ace.
Dizzy gets sick after Sick gets flashed out.
Tens.
Tens down with a shorty alongside the off. He's gonna be able to get 3 for now. The shorty goes out, and unfortunately
He's
his
hunted.
prey runs
Don't give him
away.
the
Yeah,
ace.
there you
Oh, he's
go.
okay, he's not gonna bother.
Hunting. But the Predator, unfortunately, is going to get a little bit hungrier. He's going to keep searching for that 4th kill until the next round, really. Sentinels, what a big hold. But, yeah, it was just Tens. Shazam was there for the support. And that is, again, yet another repeat of yet another A take. Sonics haven't exactly splurged on other sites.
No, not at all. There's the collat. I actually have
Oh my god, it was!
I think it like okay.
It pinged the
so
turret?
so hear me out. You know when like an arrow
I know it pings turrets,
that
but-
like splits off into 2 directions? Like
Yeah.
it did something and then it, like a shrapnel just goes off. I think that's what happened. I had no idea that
I
it was
don't-
a thing, but who,
That's
you know,
probably it.
it
I gotta
could be
poop.
it.
Probably.
Might not be it, but it could be it. Anyways, with this really short smoke, it gives Tens an opportunity to maybe line something.
Oh.
Okay, this is incredible.
Oh,
smart from Sonic. They all crouch underneath, knowing that the
Oh.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's a whole lot smaller than an Omen smoke. So they need to focus. Seekers go in, Cabbage is
Oh,
out, and Tens
no.
missing his first opportunity. Seekers are already out, and it's in a free sight, at least the left side of sight for Sonics, but there's at least a Hunter's Fury to try and put a little bit more pressure.
Yeah, the Hunter Spear really.
I like
does
that
work out for at
wall.
least a little
I
bit
like
of
that a
weak
lot.
pressure,
Good
but
util
the running
usage.
back should be a little bit better too. In we go. Tens misses on the right click, but Sick is still able to get that kill. Crunchy with a big one on his own. And now he just has to crossfire.
Value
over towards the
ult,
back line.
baby!
The start coming out at the exact same
Woo!
time. It is a wide
Let's
range.
go!
He ends up getting a kill onto Dapper.
Wake
His
up,
last two
baby.
players
Sentinels
from
ain't
Sentinels
shit.
Still stuck over towards that back line. Blitz
All right.
has to finish off this
Sorry.
last one because it's Crunchy.
I'm on
against
nobody's
4.
side here.
No
I just
ace for Crunchy, but a big round for Sonics in the meanwhile.
Yeah, with that setup with that orbital strike, it puts you in such an awkward position because you either have to fall back into defender spawn or you risk the swing and getting peeked by 2 to 3 players that are holding that long angle. And Dapper, I think he was trying to be a little bit cheeky with it on his walkaway. Wasn't going to work out in that position. Crunchy coming up huge, using the ultimate. And yeah, Dapper was in a tricky position no matter what. So Sonics, they get their first round. It's a nice execution. There's that util dump. We saw the wall, snake bites, orbs, wall going up as well from the Sage, and then that orbital strike at the very end. It's overwhelming Sentinels, and that could be the winning case if they can use that util. And there's Blix using that util.
Didn't expect
He's gonna
that one.
find the first, but Tens immediately
I don't think I
responds.
would have expected
All
it either,
Aru's
to be
guys
honest.
get back to the B site and rotations. Right at perfect time here.
Yeah, but wait out for this Omen. It's gonna be at least one more layer of defense here on the B side, and this is just all too cheeky for Zoms. Zoms, no! Going with a little bit of tracking, but Dizzy breaks Zoms' ankles. Ends up bending back and ends up getting the kill. Sick. Go. Oh, he wanted it all. He wanted to jump on top of the wall and potentially get a kill on the player that was running down towards the bottom and mid. Now it's just going to be a long-range battle. There goes that orb in the middle of the site, just making more damage. Dapper trying to go for a defuse. Tens can certainly
Nice
help out
shot.
on top of this orb, but it's still so many players to deal with. Starts it off strong with a kill onto Crunchy. Sick in the middle of the smoke, trying to find somebody, but Ian is just in the middle of there. No, Ian is actually outside. Sick is still in the middle of the site, but can't find anything. Finally, he's going to be Ian popping out.
Oh
getting
my
the kill onto
god, the
Tens,
run and
getting
gun didn't hit a
massive
single
splashes,
bullet,
getting
and then he
Sick
was hit with the
totally
dog.
blind with 2 people in the middle of his
Ah,
crosshair.
that's good.
It's Sonics with a
It's good
second
stuff. That
overwhelming
feels just bad, really.
Post plant meta, man. You put the orb up, you got
That
Storms,
sucks.
Brimstone Molly, Brimstone Smokes. There's just so much. And a really, really nice shot from Plix.
Can I
love the
replay
way
on that? That was hilarious.
Kind of using Sky now, especially Plix. He's typically a duelist, using the Sky flashes to kind of act as.
Oh, I think he hit
like
one
a
shot. He hit one
right?
bullet
You
with the run
initiate
and gun.
fight, you get the player splash, and you entry into the site for your team. Sonics net the second round, and it puts Sentinels in an uncomfortable position economically. It's a very scrappy buy, a stinger and some light armor for a couple of these players. Sentinels, you lose this round, you'll be fully reset, and Sonics have a chance to tie things up with a single round win here, albeit we know Sentinels are good on eco rounds.
Yeah, we could see some magic for sure. I'm ready to see.
It's gonna be
Dapper in
tough.
this arena,
They're gonna have to
boy.
have
He
a pretty
doesn't
good
push out
hit
that
here.
game up, and he could get some support in Garage, but yeah, this one's tough. Dapper.
Oh,
His
Dapper.
camera flashed, and he gets
Oh,
punched again.
no.
And Plex goes for the wide swing. Plex Solly acting like a duelist a little bit, and it's working out as the
Oh.
Sonics not only have post control a little bit, but also the man advantage, but the man advantage is gone. Cheeky.
Tens.
Yeah.
Tens. Huge kill on that flank, and now they've
This is a tricky round.
Force a little bit of control from Crunchy. He's like, okay, I gotta worry about the flank. And Tens, he's faked a
He's got
rotation
his
back into the
post
garage,
plant.
and Crunchy
He just
waiting
can't.
for the post plant
Okay, you got
Molotov.
him. Okay, they won the round. I think Sonics wins
Crunchy
this.
able to take down Tens.
Oh.
Rain Bob sitting in the
Oh,
Vice.
no.
It's not going to be enough. She goes down, and these last two players, the Molly's already out. There's a golden chance for this defuse. The radius is too far big. Shazam doesn't stick to
dude, you
defuse.
missed your
There's nothing
Molly.
they can do. Shazam's going
You had one job.
5-2 for Sentinels.
Oh, no, you had one job. And that was to land the Molly.
Way.
You
Sully.
failed
Yes,
this
it was a
city.
main advantage for Sentinels, and
Oh.
honestly, I would have just expected them to win.
That's
but
okay.
It is just a tragedy. Multiple bullets, multiple opportunities to take away that diffuser, to swing back the round for Sonics. They get a kill. They thought that was it. But no, the 3 players for Sentinels right in the middle of sight, just trying to get that diffuse off for Shazam. Oh, they body blocked to perfection, and it works. And look at the Molly, Sully! Look at the Molly! We didn't see that angle at all! He was sitting on a pixel, being able to diffuse. Sentinels win a 5th by the skin of their teeth. And what is
Oh.
Tens doing?
Oh.
Running a block, getting 3!
This gun is just so dumb, dude.
Train does not
It's
stop,
so
man.
dumb. Oh
Tens
my.
keeps on going.
The
It really
equalizer.
breathes life back into Sonics. Still, though, there's a flank coming in as well, and I don't even know if he realizes. He has to assume that it's coming in, but a 1 versus 5. Izzy too far off for a revive. It all comes down to just him. Wall available. Double slower, but a heal, but a crossfire being held. As soon as the contact's made, Dapper's going to be at the ready. Maybe for that swing, Dizzy. checking
Oh,
the corner.
equalizer!
Oh my goodness, Dizzy.
Whoa.
Denzel.
2 more kills to find, and he's got an idea that there's one on the flank. If Sick goes down, this is unspeakable.
Yeah, no, this is really, really good from Sick, though.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Sitting off in this off angle.
There's
That's
no
a
way you
hard
expect
clear
that.
from
No way.
Dizzy that he has to go through, and yeah, no, Sick. Just sitting in an optimal angle off that flank, and I mean, he was already feeling the flank, playing off the timing, and it's all too efficient. But man, oh man, it had to be Tens, right? Tens running up and long, and he's able to get himself 3
Nice.
off the judge. Like, come on, how does that work? I wish my judge did that. I wish I had his timing, but it was really good setup too because of that Viper wall and long. They just made it work.
Yeah, super sick prediction from Shazam to call the push in. But let's not take away the main focus. That round was costly for Sentinels, and now they're in the same economic position as Sonics. One person's gonna have to use a pistol. Thankfully, Tens has at least got the Blade Storm of the others. Same thing for Sonic. Sick putting a lot of pressure. There's even a crunch coming in from Tens as Sick pulls away all of that. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Tens
Fucking
with a
line
third.
that up.
So
Nice.
He's
Lead.
even gonna find the 4th. Ace incoming possibly, but not enough knives. That is what you love to see. The train does
Holy
not stop.
shit.
It keeps on rolling. Tens with a 4-piece.
That was actually kinda
Sentinels
sick.
have got a 7.
They
Yeah, it
focused
always
their
tends to
attention
pull
so
back out
hard
attention,
on
right?
that Phoenix
People
ult.
like to say
and
that,
he
like,
just-
"Oh, casters,
he just
they
came on
always like
in."
to talk about Tens, but it's for plays like
Yeah, who
this.
said he's overrated,
How
huh?
do you not talk about this?
This is the best
for
player in the
2
world right now.
rounds to come? This is
That's just a
nuts.
fact.
Tens getting
this
himself
is-
a 4K, not an ace, but that was.
That's an 150k aim lab grid shot score. That's Tens for you, man.
That's a
Quick
legend
flicks,
right there with
3
the aim lab.
kills, 4th as well. Sentinels. Golden Boy Tens. I mean, he had a sluggish start on both the 1st and 2nd map, but Haven is just their hometown, and to see him have such great control, very nice
Little
flash from
info
Sick to help
flash.
support and get that information as you again see Tens pushing up into sewers to get even more info. This is a very, very well thought out round from Sentinels, at least early on. How do Sonics adjust? They just slow things down, which is also brilliant.
Yes, yes. Very good discipline.
Oh
And at this
no!
point, it's
Oh.
really just what Sonics needs. They need some early picks. They
Thought
need
they were
some
getting
early
double kills.
information.
Dude, they
But
are getting
Sentinels with the early info
abused.
instead.
Look
That
at this.
Hunter's
They have
Fury
no
right outside
map
of Garage,
control.
doing a lot of
0
damage,
map
not
control
only
from
that,
Sonic.
but
Sonic's gonna
getting
get
pings.
obliterated on this round.
Collecting up more
Again.
info, just collecting up more time here, Sully.
And now they're corralled in towards mid because Sick has made that push. Tens is consistently holding that sewer area where he can make that dash. And they know the burst plays coming into B site. Zoms, that's that paranoia finally coming into effect. But is he wary of his right side? No, not just yet. He's still going to try and put pressure. There's a chance for a swing.
That was
He's
a
gonna
very
get
good
dazed and he's
dog.
gonna go
Holy
down.
shit.
And Tens
Wait,
can just
Sick,
hold
why
this
did you
angle
back
too.
up?
He's gonna be able to take down Crunchy. There's another person.
Hello?
around the corner. Yes. Does not
So
expect
scared.
Ian. Watch out for Shazam trying to go for the wide swing. Bob in a good angle, but Bob somehow needs to make it out of.
I didn't like that, but
Stage wall around the corner can keep it good, but Sick has the opening, and there you go. Bob goes down in a heap. Flicks up close and personal, going up for that flash. Still has a couple more opportunities in the middle of the site for a kill. There goes that curveball.
I didn't like that. I think that was a bad play by
Well
Sick.
done from Plix. That curveball
They were
does
in a
nothing, and
perfect
he's able to
position.
knock
They were in a
down
perfect
two
position.
in
They had one
fell
in A
swoop.
main,
7-3.
one deep C.
Listen,
He
if
was
we're in
lit. Sick was
2.11,
right here.
that does
Look where
not
my cursor
happen.
is.
The
Sick
changes
was
that Ryan
right
made for
here,
return away
and
from
he
Flash
ran all the
barely
way
get blinded,
back
but if
into
Flicks
all the way
last
back
match
into
was
garage
played
up
now,
top.
turns around,
Okay.
he's still gonna be full blinded,
And
but him
Tens was
turning
right
away,
here,
swinging
in
right
guard,
back into
killed this
face
guy
of Sick
window.
is what won them that round.
They had a
Sentinels
perfect
letting us
crunch,
round,
and he's like, "Nah, I'm
trying
out
to
of here."
slip through their fingers, but
I'm
it was
out.
just so
Later.
well done from Sonics on that post play to again corral
I
the
didn't like
sites
that. I didn't like
and really
that.
congest those
I didn't
fights.
like
They
it.
knew were coming.
Not a fan.
Sentinels, still 2 rounds to play within this happens. Still a strong buy. An early guiding light goes out, and Tens again taking this space over
Oh.
towards a long, but he's
Oh.
punished by Ian, and that is a massive kill to give.
It doesn't matter if the turret saw him. They were crunching together. It doesn't. What does that matter? Oh fuck, a turret.
Sentinel still with 3
His buddy was
players
A-main. They were gonna do.
defense
They were
over
crunching
in the
together.
back of C, just trying to launch out a couple of bullets, just spray them out over towards long. Get unfortunately caught up with a couple of more hits, but still Sonic sticking around Sully. They might be depending on some noise mid. Oh, never mind. They're just going for it. Orbital strike in the back of sight.
Oh my
It's gonna be Sick
God.
trying to stick around and taking down Bob. Great ping for him to be able to
Oh
do
my
so.
God.
Ian still getting a
All
kill
right,
over
well,
mid, but
it's
more
all right.
importantly, Sick
Sick is just gonna
holding
win
it
this
down
round.
C.
Not a problem.
Got the info.
Okay.
Sick. Looking right into the jaws of Ian. and
Okay.
Now he's got a lockdown.
They both
Dapper
just walked on
doesn't wanna
in.
go for the repeat.
Knife
He's not
out.
even gonna risk
One
it.
just
Right
took
to
the.
back of
He just
Ian,
took this gun out a
slightly goes
little
down.
faster.
Shazam on a flank, prime positioning, but they need to plant in the back of sight. Knowing that Shaz is there, they can't take that plant in the front of sight, and they're
30
wrapping
seconds
back.
left.
Whoa.
They've got 30 seconds. There is a good chance that if they want to, they could wrap and go to whichever site they want. But C seems to be the set piece. Dapper not too far behind. Cam goes out, so they hear the cam tag, but they don't get the info, and now they know. 10 seconds left. They can play the post plant with that lockdown going in, and it's an
10
effective
seconds left.
situation for Sonics to be in a
Spike
2
planted.
versus 2, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah. What kind of pressure do they have over towards that back site too? Just trying to wait up what Sentinels can even try to pull off early on with this owl drone. This is so good from Shazam. It's so good from Shazam not to even use that owl drone early on in the round for the info. He holds on to it, and he's still able to make that approach. He still has a whole lot of util too. Ian just has only dry peaks to give. And no!
Shazam!
And
Blitz,
do.
that would have been it, but Shazam pulls it off. 1-2 combo again, and it's yet
This is the
another
patch that
Red
has
Bull
KO,
clutch
yeah.
for him.
Dude, I am seeing so
They just
many
can't play KO.
similarities in this entire series, right? You mentioned the setup from, I think it was Dizzy on Bind that we saw Tens do against Fnatic. That's almost the exact same clutch Shazam had against Fnatic to win them the grand
Lots of
finals, right? A
similarities to
1v2.
Masters, yeah.
He does a perfect spray transfer as well onto Ian, and he's in the exact same spot. Sentinels 8-3, 1 more round to go. Sorry, that's just me geeking out knowing that Sentinels are in a very similar position. But Sentinels, 1 more round of this half to try and at
Is
least close it
Breeze
out.
has got to be in, right? I'm
Honestly,
assuming everyone just
and
bans it.
honestly, coming from Icebox to dominate Bind and now come into Haven with the same heat, it's a great recovery from them.
Yeah, wonderful recovery after
Sonic's
potentially
defense is gonna be
mental
crazy.
wound after
I mean, it depends. If Sentinel ends with 9 here, it doesn't really matter. There's so much momentum. Like, it doesn't matter how good your defense is. There's so much momentum going into that next half that
step near A.
you make
They
one
immediately get
mistake and
taken
your
down
game's
again. They can't make any head space.
just about
So
over.
lob up towards
And in a
Bond,
game like
lob up
Valorant,
to
still
Sonic,
being
really
as
just
fresh as it
constantly
is,
period.
especially with this
Tens.
new update, making a mistake
How
is
long
pretty
does
easy.
Tens have the same op? Is my
A little bit.
for a little bit, right? Still gonna be able to get one with it. Dizzy goes down in a heap after reviving Ian, so still that man advantage for Sentinels is there.
Yeah, and they know this is coming into an A hit. Dapper's got that really deep cam into C. I'm not too sure why Sick has decided to rotate. Maybe they're anticipating an early rotate play, but Shazam gets that peek. Instant reaction from Sick on that C side. He's prepared for the rotation again. Crunchy. One smoke left over, and it's all just for a fake. No one is biting, though. Tens has got the info. He can take the peek out towards long. Shazam is watching as well. It is a golden setup here from Sentinels, and with that cam deep C, rotations can come in so quick, and now they're anticipating this B hit because of the info.
Just get one more round, Sonics. Make it a close one. Come on.
That's the info grab, though. This crossfire could certainly work, but Zom still needs to be here. Dapper on his lonesome.
Oh, Dapper!
Oh, airing out his Phantom and Sonics. They all walk into his crosshair, and it's Dapper to cap off a 4K.
Are you gonna watch party the rest of the matches?
Man, yet another one.
Like today? Yeah, probably. I want to see T1 Envy, which is coming up after this game. T1 Envy is what I really want to see.
3K spray downs. And if I'm Sentinels, I'm not complaining at all.
No, not at all, man.
There's one.
I mean, we end it with a 4K, and we start off the first half with a 4K. Sonics, honestly, a little bit out of their element. This is the Sentinels that you love to see, the aggressive playstyle, right? With Tens on that operator, he can solo a site and get info, and he's been doing it on the A site, right?
Yeah, this is going to be very hard for Sonics.
Control, aggressive plays like this are what make the difference, and Sentinels are clearly feeling this map up. All they need now is 4 more rounds to make it to the close qualifier, and at this rate, with this kind of deficit and the way they
someone in chat really said camper. Whenever I see somebody in my chat when I'm playing Valorant and they talk about like the game being boring and camping and holding angles, it makes me laugh so hard because they have such little understanding about the game.
Controller comps that we're going to be seeing for really quite a while in this meta. KJ and
this knife in the wall.
There's going to be so massive, but you also put in the Sage, you also put in the Brim. It is just util dump on top of util dump, Sully, for this entire
You're not going to fit, Sick. I don't think, anyway. Unless, oh my god.
He's gonna go for the swing.
Nice.
Zam not able to get out. The timing not on his side, but Dapper.
He's got so little bullets.
Towards long, alarm bot triggers, Swarm goes out, so they're actually baiting a decent bit of utility here coming out from Sonics. Yes, they're at a man disadvantage, but the utility, I'd say 100% is right now in the favor of Sentinels. Right, they can rework into a site if they feel the net.
COD players.
They're gonna rework back in day. The Viper wall going.
I think it is a problem that. Or not a problem, but
so Chris to close out the half. He's got to kick it off here in the second alongside Tens as they walk up long.
What am I trying to think of here? I guess terminology? That terminology comes from COD, I'm pretty sure.
Dapper and Tens lined up. It's gonna be Thompson picking up another kill on.
But even in COD, like I've always found the term camping so strange because it depends on why you're doing it. If you're camping in a corner just to like,
14 seconds left.
I don't know, just in fear, then sure, that's camping. But for the most part, camping in any first-person shooter, whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's Fortnite, whether it's whatever, any game. Oh, sorry, Fortnite's not first-person shooter. Let me say shooter in general, because that's where camping, the term comes in, any third-person or first-person. Anyway, it's usually strategic. It's not like
the paranoia because I saw Zoms going into the back of sight, and I'm
like, I don't know. I've never really
paranoia and get himself 3 kills because why?
Understood the hate on the term camping because for the most part, there's a strategic reason for it.
Essentially, Dry going in for this paranoia, gonna be able to
whether it's Call of Duty or Halo or whatever.
It's Crunchy that goes unblind. It is Crunchy who gets the kill. 4th round for Sonics, but of course, importantly, Sully, it is the pistol round going back for Sonics to at least.
I guess camping in fear is also a strategy.
A super nice start.
Just depends on what you're trying to get away with it, right? If you're camping to win, that's fine. If you're camping to do a gimmick, to go for one and just be that asshole, that's a little different. That's when the frustration sets in. It's just like in Apex. Like a big problem in Apex is people just pouncing on players. Like a party just jumps on another party, just brain off, just in there. You know, that's not, you're just an asshole at that point. That's all you are. You're not playing to win.
Hold right now for Sonics, but it could all break down with a quick burst. But Dizzy up top is going to be good for the first frag on the B, and that should slow down Sentinels tremendously.
Nice re-smoke in the front of garage too. It's just gonna delay more time, but Sentinels, they have a lot of time to waste. They have a lot of time to wait.
It's called aping.
Just
Yeah.
look around this mid area and just try to work out as
I think
much
I've heard
utility
TJ say that before.
as possible, and indeed they're doing so with these smoke sets out of garage.
A lot of time wasting for Sonics. Recon bolt.
Scanning ahead.
They know one is gonna be here. No. Crunchy doesn't even break it. Tens is gonna slip through the first moment.
Oh.
Great recognition.
Oh my God, that flick was
Fire,
close.
apologies, from behind
What?
the back to drop a quick snake bite, and well, even more pressure. Yeah, they're getting garage control, but there's no way they can work into it. So much damage done. I think at this point, the round is already lost here for Sentinels. Try
I think I was
again.
talking about
Only
camping,
just
and I
missed.
don't
You
think
didn't
I saw the
expect too
pistol
much
round.
from Sonics.
I
Wow, they
blacked
really
out, I feel
controlled
like.
this round perfectly.
I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, they really did. It's really just Sentinels kind of. I'm not gonna say letting off the gas pedal, but almost certainly in terms of pace and in terms of physical movement,
10 seconds
Sentinels just wanted to control the mid side and putting on the brakes. Pretty much just allowing Sonics to play their own tempo and to really just kind of control
Gun round, baby.
around, really
Gun
all
versus
the
bonus,
aspects
so they're gonna
in terms of
upgrade?
choke
Nah.
points. You're just gonna have
The 5
Sentinels
spec
in
tree
a
setup.
little bit of a waiting game. Everyone from Sonics was disciplined. Everyone was just waiting out their
You need to
turn
poop, man.
or
I
just
know
a
I need to
little bit of
poop. I want this game to
nothing,
end.
and it just
I gotta
works.
go.
Patience is key now for Sonics because now they have to play off of the SMGs.
I'm sweating.
Ooh. Okay, but the thing is like in this day and age, Sonics have been good with
Stark
Spectres.
0-1
They've
map
won
2.
rounds,
Oh.
they've
They've
won their
been
bonus
nice
rounds.
with them.
Yeah, they've been nice, right? They've been nice with it. They've won with Sheriffs as well. Now they've got 5 Spectres. This should be a pretty strong round, and knowing Bob, she'll be good to at least delay, right? Snakebite goes out. They're trying to lure them into the site as the stack starts to come in. Guiding Light down towards middle, checks for no one towards the B side. But rotations, they are a little bit slow. Paranoia set up.
They got a lot of
for
people
Zombies.
set
That's
up
gonna be
here.
entry. Tens
They're
is gonna
blind,
dash in.
they're
He
blind.
takes a little bit of
Oh.
hit from the apologies from
Oh,
the
no.
Snakebite,
Whoa.
But there is just
Go.
too much action
Oh.
going on. And somehow, some way,
No.
Sentinels clear it out like it's nobody's business.
Too much action going on. That is the
That
name
sucks.
of the game when you got yourself a flash and dash. Out goes the Paranoia. Out
They're
goes
playing
the
a little
dash
far
for
for
10.
spec trees.
They're able to sweep up the C side.
They
with a
should have gotten in a
barrage
position where like
of
one was
pixels on
one
the
was
C
right
side
and
with
one
a
was
barrage
left.
of
Kind of like a
individuals.
crossfire.
Sentinels. They're able to overwhelm Sonics in the back line, and just like that,
This player
Crunchy,
needed
who
support.
might have had a
Whoever
little
this
bit of a
player
chance
was
for
in
it
the,
to
I
back
think
with
it was
spawn.
Aaron,
Well, yeah,
I don't know how to
no
pronounce it,
chance
but
for now.
the bottom right here, that
Just
player
sounds
needed support
dizzy.
really, really
Buster
bad.
remaining in a 1v4, and they
Whether it
have to
was
get that
somebody
information
being on
like
top
this.
plat right here, kind of harassing them. But there was a really, really good paranoia.
Sonics with their 5 Spectres.
Omen hit a paranoia that went straight through this corner and this, and almost, it might have even hit this guy over here. It was a perfect, it was a perfect paranoia right through this line, like very well timed. I think it's a little fortunate for Sentinels for that paranoia to hit 3. I don't know if it hit 3. It might have been 2, but it looked like 3.
See what they can get done.
They just needed to
Those
get closer.
Sentinels, that was only just the start. And here we go again. Full buy for both sides.
What's
This
it?
is where more of
Aaron?
the rough patch starts
What?
to happen for both sides.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Names are hard. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh.
Potentially so. Sonic still has that drive back, and not only that, but a couple of ultis are actually kind of close to warming up.
Ow.
Sentinels,
Pain.
they really have to
Without
pull a
the
couple of
P.
tricks from under their sleeve to try to pull away this round. Because Sully, again, I just think that this round is it for the game. Sentinels wins this one out, and they essentially have a 12th round confirmed under their belt, or they can at least make it 12 points. They put themselves in a very similar position as they were against.
Oh, is that how you pronounce
Geniuses
Ain?
just yesterday with a
I got
12
it.
scoreline. They ended up
It's
closing
Pain
out.
without the P.
But,
That's how
yeah,
you
still
pronounce
Sentinels,
his name.
They have a lot of cushion. They can make
I
it a
figured
whole
it
lot
out.
better, though. They want to
Wow.
look for a little bit of a burst on the A site. This could get
Oh,
a little bit
they
fun.
saw him.
Smoke goes
They
out
saw
over
him.
Heaven. It's a full
Aw.
5-man split on A. Early
He missed his
hot
molly,
hands
but
right
didn't
in the
matter.
middle of long. So that's gonna split up the approach. But Sick is still able to get a kill on 2. At least one player in the back of that line. Crunchy now, the last
Ooh.
person remaining, essentially.
Ooh.
Sword, and
Crunchy
is
clean
able to
with
do.
it.
Shazam still taking back the kill against Plix, but Crunchy is still living in short, trying to delay time for this
Ooh.
rotation, and he's still
Oh.
getting kills. Crunchy holding down the line. Zoms was looking the other way. Crunchy could have had 4. Still another
Crunchy.
2v2 post plant, Sully.
Yeah. This is tricky to play against because there's a flank coming in from Ian and Bob. She's up top. The Viper Wall is going to disrupt the vision from both these players. The focus automatically becomes back towards defender spawn. And Ian, a chance to find Shazam, but a great Rika bolt doesn't reveal his position. And Shazam checking regardless. The ping goes out, and now they know. Shazam dancing around. Zom's good for the first, back towards long, and jumping out of heaven, finding a resting spot. Bob goes down, and Sentinels, they find a recovery despite Crunchy's heroics on the A site.
Crunchy really made it possible, and it was one of the best plays.
Why is Sentinels playing the qual though? Because this is for Berlin. They still gotta qualify for Berlin.
If that says anything, I don't know what does. If this is going to be the best,
They don't just get a direct pass to Berlin. They still gotta get there.
They have quite a few ways to go. Crunchy, that was a.
They're gonna be the. I think they're the guaranteed representative in champions though, right?
Pop off. It's been Sentinels really choking them out.
So that's cool.
Yeah, there's really nothing you can do at least.
Going to Berlin is just bonus points for them.
Sentinels can just somehow recover from a round like that. Sonics, it's a long road ahead of them. It was a very, very good delay on that A site, but they need more replication of that kind of play, where that slow orb comes down and Crunch can find those heroics. You can't rely on one player. And Sentinels.
What's the point of winning Berlin though? It's for the second spot in champions.
No different. And like you said, if Sentinels were to win that previous
Sentinels, if Sentinels goes to Berlin, it's just a matter of making money, really. There's nothing else to gain from going to Berlin for Sentinels because they're already going to champions, which is like the final tournament of this whole tour.
Izzy is already here, but
so the point of Berlin is to solidify the other teams going to champions.
Yeah, retake setup here, Sully, essentially. And that one's going to be it. Crunchy still wants to look over towards that back line, but again, great coverage in terms of util, and it's very low util at that.
Yeah, they didn't really have to expend too much. 2 smokes, recon bolt, and a cage.
Tens.
Use that paranoia. Oh, a little bit awkward, but he still gets one.
No way! Tens just
this is over.
off of his gun right as the smoke dissipates, and he's still able to get the kill. Oh, that one gets me going. Still, it's gonna be Shazam getting another kill against Crunchy, and Dapper finally getting 2 against Bob and Ian. Oh man, it hurts, man, because I
what if Sen wins Berlin? That's just money. Bonus money in their pockets.
Like that. If Tens can pull off a play like that, I hope, you know, potentially one day I can, but he's just too good. 21 kills under his belt thus far in this game. Crunchy, top fragging for Sonics at 15. And it's Sonics that currently has to rack on the kills, currently has to rack on the rounds. Sully, it is map, match, and qualification point for Sentinels.
3 ults here, at least for Sonics. 2, 3 actually super important ones. That Viper's Pit ready to be activated on the C side as soon as the pressure's a little bit too much. Orbital Strike to deny. Killjoy ultimate lockdown for the retake. All drone goes up. That should at least scope out where the main focus should be. And it looks like Sentinels are going to go for a really early split. Sentinels going to try and set something up with the old Hunter's Fury. No real tags coming into play, but Sick has found at least a little bit of gap into Garage.
Ooh, they don't know. He snuck through.
He slipped right
Sick
through the lines. Ian has got no information.
Sick could make a huge play here.
It's
No
just up to
way.
the and Sick is going to be good for the first.
Sick is going to be able to get one.
All right. That's game.
There you go. Sick on his lone
Unless-
has cleared out the entire C site. It could potentially go for more.
Oh!
Lockdown going.
Ah!
Sick closing
Let's
out
go,
the game.
baby.
4 Sentinels
That was
to
sick.
4. But
That was
they
sick. Like, that
close
was
the
him
book? Can they
that did
really
that.
Close this chapter against the Australians.
Holy shit. He's looking like myself. All right, well, they won. I got to poop. I'll be back.
The aggression. The other thing I've noticed as well from Breeze play so far is like B is a tough egg to crack for attacking sides. Like you really only have one way to it unless you get like deep mid control into that B tunnel. Otherwise, you're coming to a very small choke point in B main. So it seems like attacking sides favor more mid attacks and more A set pieces as opposed to fooling around with B too much. Even some teams able to kind of just anchor B with a solo defender sometimes to just kind of double up on middle and A side. So that's some of the trends we've seen so far. But again, it's up to these two teams to come out and maybe be creative. XSET has a history of being creative and bringing new things to the table and pushing the meta. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see this come to play. Also, forgive us. This is our first time casting Breeze, so, you know, there might be some bumps in the road, but we'll figure it out together. And if you want to blame anyone, blame Bach, you know?
That's
Why
fair.
not?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually so fair. We'll throw Bach under the bus for that one without question. But we'll
Absolutely.
have a lot of fun with it for sure. This is a map 3 again, round of 16. Winner qualifies for the first main challengers event. Loser, like you mentioned at the top of the show, a long road ahead of them where they're going to go right back through the open qualifier with less spots available. So there's the pre-setup. We'll drop away to a quick break, come back, jump our teams right into Breeze for map number 3 after this.
Cause you woke up in the morning with initiative to move, so I make it harder. Push them buttons. If you think about it, so many people do be cool.
Michelin pioneered in Formula E to enhance the thrill of driving electric cars. Michelin, motion for life.
Get ready to take on summer with new iced drinks at Dunkin', like a full-bodied and smooth Sunrise Batch coffee, a refreshing lemonade with strawberry-flavored popping bubbles, or a smoked vanilla cold brew with sweet cold foam. Start summer in with the $2 medium iced Sunrise Batch coffee. America runs on Dunkin'.